And hi, kids. How you doing? I am indeed the Lavender Lady, Diana Clarion. This is Coffee with Lavender. And we have a full complement here with us this morning, this noon, whatever you want to call that, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Over in the right-hand seat, we've got the one, the only, the brilliant, the beautiful Bionic Dance, Kate Farr. Hi, how are you, dear?
Oh, I've definitely been worse. So, that's good. Got actually decent sleep for once. So, yay.
All
Actually
right.
kind of at the top of my game. Who knew? But yeah, that's my world right now basically is wow, I slept.
No kitties trying to eat your feet. Huh?
Well, not my feet so much. Like, okay, I wish Xander could wake me up when his nose isn't slimy.
Okay, okay.
Because he loves to stick his nose on my face. And I'm like, nope, 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 nope. And so, yeah.
Hey,
Oh
Mom, they have
my.
something new for the bridge.
Oh, hey, Purple's here. Hi, Purple.
Yay! And behind the right hand seat at the navigation station, we have our chief engineer, Mom Nato. Hi, honey. How are ya?
Hi.
I thought she was the navigator. Or was that Kate?
No,
That
Kate's
Kate's,
I'm the co-pilot.
Kate's the co-pilot. Yeah, and then
duct tape.
your mom
Duct tape.
does the navigating and the engineering. That's usually in the
Yep.
same seat.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, folks. How are you?
Eta parodia. Da proshnie.
I think Kate stole all my sleep, but I know what my problem was. My cat Smudge has decided that my pillow is a good place to sleep on. And every time I tried to go to sleep last night, he would take his claws, stretch them out, and curl them in my hair and pull.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That sounds like
And then
shitloads
halfway
of
this
fun.
morning, he stuck his foot in my face.
Oh
yeah.
my. Well, that's at least it was only a foot. Because
Yeah, and he didn't use his claws. He just stretched his back foot over the top of my forehead and then down to my nose.
when the weather starts
I had a
getting
cat once who used to try to sit on my face. And I'm like, you know what? Facial contact with cat butt is sort of no.
Yeah. Well, when it gets colder, Sylvia will very likely start doing that again. When the weather is cold, I will find myself waking to cat arse in my face, and it's like,
I don't.
get off my face. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't have that problem. I just have the cat hat.
Ah, okay, yeah, that I would
Yeah.
take. That I would take.
Which, of course, considering I pull the blankets up to my nose when it's cold, the cat's keeping the top of my head warm.
There you are. So that could be
It
convenient.
has been roasting here in San Diego. Like last night, I went out and got some burgery stuff, and my drink went from milkshake to milk by the time I'd walked home.
Holy
Ugh.
heck!
It's
That's not good.
75 degrees already, and it's like 9 a.m.
Oh my! What's
Uh,
is
I
there?
don't envy you one bit. It's already 73 degrees when we wake up here in Crystal, the Gulf Coast.
And
I mean, better hot than cold, because cold actually hurts.
yeah, and in the
Well, so does
plexiglass
hot.
nose, not envying anybody for the heat, is our very own bombardier, Tornado Pelt. How are ya?
Well, I'm currently looking at the bridge between Holt Summit and Jefferson City, and did you know they actually have a skywalk now that you can actually walk across the bridge with?
No,
A
I did not know
skywalk?
that. I did not know that.
Yeah, they have this. There's this parking lot next to the bridge, and you can actually drive to that area, park your car, walk across, and actually walk on the bridge to get to Jeff City.
Okay, well, I mean,
I think
many
that's why
bridges are intended as walkways. Yeah, I've been known to walk on bridges. Is there something special about this one?
Okay, my darling dearest child, You do realize you do not have to yell into the mic now.
Sorry, but this is a bridge that goes actually across a river.
The
Is it
Missouri River, right?
Is it a bridge too
What's called a
far
bridge?
or what?
No, a bridge too far would be my bridge.
Okay, got you there.
What's up with the bridge? I had walked off.
There's this thing called the Skywalk.
Oh yes,
That-
they put in. Okay, the way the bridge works is there are two different bridges going in opposite directions, and they finally put up a walkway where people could walk across the bridge
in either direction.
in either direction.
So
The problem is, unless they put netting up over that skywalk, you risk falling into the river every time a car drives by.
oops.
No, this is actually different. It's off the side of the bridge. It's not along the bridge.
Okay, so they built another section where people aren't getting shaken up by the cars.
So nerdy,
Okay.
Yeah,
nerdy beat
like
me to it.
alongside
Love
the
you,
bridge.
dear.
It's
Yeah.
Think of it as an extension of the bridge, a couple
I
feet to
know.
the.
Yes, they had that when we were living there.
Yeah,
I just
if
never
there's
noticed
if there's any chance of me taking a tumble off the bridge, I'm not
Yeah.
going to be on the bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
I define the term acrophobia. All right?
Yes, the bridge is it's not close to the water.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking the Missouri River, which is pretty wide and deep. So
The-
you would not want to tumble off, but the area where they've got the bridge, there are a lot of sandbars too. So when the river is low, of course, you risk getting stranded on a sandbar.
Oh, yay! It's
Yeah.
The river
fun.
is high.
Yeah. So
And then yeah, when the river is high, I take it you risk being carried away by the current.
yeah, well, Kate, it's 79 here too, so yeah.
I don't know
So
what we're
you
doing
lose-
over here. Let me just have to look to see. Wait a minute, I know what he can do. I don't want to be over here.
Capitol building. Yay!
Okay, Weather Channel. Oh, come here.
As we all check our phones.
Yeah. Come on, you. Do. Okay, where are you? Show me a number.
Get insurance tailored to fit your business.
No,
Online
do not
right now
show
from
me an
experts.
ad. Show me. Oh, there it is.
We have
80
a pattern
degrees
change
here so
underway,
far.
And it all has to do with this changing jet stream, which will be building northward in the
And this is
west
very,
and
very
digging deeper.
annoying with all these ads on here.
Yeah, fuck ads. I fucking hate ads.
I know that they've got to make their money somehow, but still.
Facebook gives you the option to like hide this ad, hide all ads from this advertiser, etc., etc. And like, why not just give us the option to hide all of them? Why do I have to manually hide every ad?
Yeah, and then
Well,
when you hide one, they bring on 3 more.
Well, I mean, like, and you can hide all ads from a specific company, which is neat and all, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I see your hide ad function on Facebook, and I raise you one ad blocker.
Well, you know, ad blockers aren't working so well on Facebook right now for some reason.
Worked just fine for me.
Oh, I don't know which ad blocker you're using. I just know mine does not want to cooperate.
Which one are you using? Oh, what the hell? The really popular one?
Yeah, that helps.
AdBlock 2 or something like that.
No, not that one. Okay, Pop-Up Blocker Pro works really well, but that's only one of them. Like, I've actually got multiple ad blockers. Like, here we go. It's just called Facebook Ad Block, but it's not working anymore.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't tried that one at all. So,
Ad block for YouTube works really well.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, I can appreciate people wanting to cover their costs, but then you get to a point where the ads become extremely intrusive, and it's worse than even television was, to my memory. I mean, television, you got, what was it? You started out with 9 minutes of ads per hour. That was a long time ago, trust me. I don't know what it is now. I remember it being 15 minutes per hour. Is it more than that now?
It's close to 20. I mean, most sitcoms going a half hour are about 40 something minutes long.
Wow. So I take it a half hour time slot isn't even worth it anymore then, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you used to get half hour time slots. This show would run from 5 to 5:30, and you would get, 10 minutes of ads in the show or something like that. I take it that the ads would take up so much of that half hour there would be nothing left, right?
Well, no, there's 40 minutes left.
40 minutes left when you take the ads out of the ad time out of a 30-minute show. So
yes. Or sorry, no, that's for an hour long. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
Sorry, I don't know why I totally brain farted on that one. I did,
Okay,
but I don't
okay.
know why. I blame Trump.
Oh, it's always good to blame Trump. Yeah, we'll get into that sooner or later in this damn show here. Because I'll tell you, that's got me in tears. But we're going to get back to that. Yeah, it's the.
Is it tears of laughter or tears of sadness?
Tears of disappointment.
Yes, basically.
Kamala
well,
Harris.
let's
actually, Trump's younger brother just died, and I'm disappointed that it was his younger brother and not him.
Well, that's actually trending, believe it or not, on Twitter. Wrong Trump is trending.
I gotta see.
Or at least it was when I woke up this morning. Well, I never woke up because I never fell asleep, let's put it that way. But yeah, it was out there and people were complaining about that. Never wish anybody dead or anything like that. It's like, I'm thinking, wait, okay, if I'm going to say the wrong Trump died, I'm not wishing anybody died. All I'm wishing is that the Grim Reaper could have been a little more selective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did he die of COVID-19?
Not sure what he died
Not that
of.
I know of.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're hiding the fact he did die of COVID-19.
Well, I actually haven't looked yet. Let's see. Trump's younger brother died. Okay. Wow, dude was 71 years old.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He probably just died of old age.
Well, Trump is what, 74?
Something like that. It does not say here on the CNN website. It says here, details of Robert Trump's illness have not been released. He had been sick for several months. A person familiar with knowledge of the matter told CNN. So
that could be anything.
They're deliberately withholding info about his death,
which tells me he probably died of COVID.
It seems likely.
Yeah.
Oh,
because why else would they hide it?
Trump visited his brother for less than an hour and then went golfing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, here we go. Robert Trump, who took blood thinners, had experienced brain bleeds, and I know about those, which began after a recent fall, according to a family friend.
Okay.
So it may not have been the COVIDs. I don't know.
It could very well have been, though. It's possible.
Well, there's a lot of things that could have been.
No, don't come up with anything's possible. I will find you and I will make your life uncomfortable if you claim anything's possible, okay?
Brain bleeds are nothing to joke about. They are very dangerous.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's what the doctors said caused the cavernous malformation in my head that was causing the seizures, was a brain bleed, created that hole.
Yeah,
Mm.
as one of my professors put it in when I was second time at uni, uh, it's worth noting that blood is necessary to maintain the brain, to bring nutrients,
Mhm.
to carry waste away. But it is also noteworthy that blood itself is toxic to brain tissue.
Yes.
Blood touches brain tissue goes bye bye.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Herman didn't put it that way, but that's the point he was making. Um, which is really, really interesting when you come to think about it. The walls of the capillaries are absolutely essential to maintain, the living state of the damn brain.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell? And then you Bombardier, you mentioned that Donald visits Robert for about an hour. Remember that when Freddie died, Trump went to a motion picture.
Freddie?
Freddie is his older brother.
Okay.
Yeah, named for Papa, I guess. Yeah, but yeah, he went to a motion picture instead of spending any time with his older brother. So
Man is just
A Class A asshole.
he's a disease.
well, I think there's a word for what he's displaying anyway. Is somebody who is devoid of empathy.
Yes.
Is I forget, is that a sociopath or is that something else?
Um,
Hmm.
I think a sociopath might. Problem is now I'm mixing up a whole bunch of different
Yeah,
similar.
yeah, that
Uh,
happens to me as well. I can't get them straight.
well, let's see here. Um,
Yeah, one of the words is a sociopath.
Okay, here we go. It says characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy and remorse, and bold, disinhibited, and egotistical traits.
Oh, that's Trump.
That's Trump in a heartbeat.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's just this.
I do love that. Apparently, yeah, a synonym for sociopath is psychopath. Like
No,
they're totally
wait.
synonyms.
Are they? I thought they were different.
Oh, apparently not.
Okay, okay.
When I looked up sociopath, I got redirected to psychopath.
Hmm. Okay, so I learned something this morning. The show isn't a waste. How do you like that?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. But I know that there's one, and maybe I don't think it's nihilist. What's the one where you think everyone else is fake and you're the only real person?
Oh, I know the one you're talking about, and I cannot remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Is that imposter syndrome, or is that?
No, man, it has one of those official names like, psychopath or
Paranoid
sociopath.
personality disorder?
No, it's not paranoia.
All right, what do we have here?
No, I don't know what it is. I know there is one. That's the thing, but I couldn't tell you right now what.
Okay. Imposter syndrome. The individual thinks that he himself or she herself is an imposter. So that's the other side of that coin. So that okay, it's
What does that
not.
even mean? How do you an imposter for whom though?
Um, okay, well, the way I'm seeing this explained, it did. Imposter syndrome, also known as imposter phenomenon, imposterism, fraud syndrome, imposter experience, is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts the accomplishments or talents and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud.
But a fraud of what?
No, I think what you might be thinking about is solipsism, or it's close to it.
Solipsism is
I
sleeping.
think you're right. I think you're right about that.
Where
Oh,
since
okay,
you
that
can't-
makes sense. Yeah, it does actually.
since you can't directly observe anything or experience anything outside your own mind, you have no grounds to assume that anything else exists.
Okay then. How do you like that? Oh, Bombardier hit the mark there.
Hmm. He does have his
Speaking of which,
moment.
the bombardier is going to take a toilet break. Be right back.
Solipsism syndrome refers to a psychological state in which a person feels that reality is not external to his or her mind. Periods of extended isolation may predispose people to this condition. Okay. Moo.
Moo.
Oh my. Yeah, so that's all kinds of fun. Yeah, so I mean, referring to the solipsist in chief, or whatever you want to do with that one, I'm beginning to have my doubts, as the thumbnail kind of points up, if you will. We've got an election coming up. Does it really even mean anything?
What do you mean by that?
Is it already torpedoed? Is it already so severely damaged that no matter what happens, its outcome is in doubt?
What do you that isn't the outcome always in doubt?
Well, I mean, so much more in doubt now. In other words, no matter what happens, I mean, is it possible that no matter what happens, somebody may have legitimate claim to fraud?
For the election?
Yeah.
It's not going to matter. Right now, according to current polls, the Electoral College polls, Trump is losing. Trump is losing badly.
Well, remember the
That's what
polls
they
4
thought
years
about last
ago.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
And remember also that it appears anyway that Trump is hard at work making it essentially impossible for many much people to even vote.
Oh, I know.
He's trying that. The weird part is he's been saying the quiet part loud, where he's like, "Well, if we let them vote, we'll never win again. Like there will never be another Republican victory if we let these people vote."
So the
And
party's not saying is,
people?
therefore, I'm not going to let them vote.
What people?
the people he's trying to prevent from voting, mostly black, like Democrats.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Uh-huh.
Mostly.
Okay, but that's a violation of our constitutional rights.
What does he
Oh,
care?
who cares?
This is true. I know. But I don't.
I mean, I've got a map here of sorting capability that's been lost from the USPS. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this one right. See if I can bring it up, but we can give it a try. If it makes any sense at all. Wait a minute here. No, I can't get to it. Damn it. Trying to
link
remember.
it in.
Trying to remember who put up the map. I think it was the Washington Post.
Is it USPS sorting map for the election?
A USPS sorting map. Yeah. Let's see here. Sorting.
Okay.
Yeah, because okay, mail sorting equipment removed from Salon. Okay, Salon Comms. I blew it on this one, yeah, because I
Okay,
didn't import the article to this machine. Damn it. and that's my fault. Definite. Ah, found it. I found it. Yay. So, I am going to save the image. Yeah, I'll save it in the downloads. Yay. And then,
By the way, I sent everyone a link to the current polling.
there
Well, I
we
mean,
go.
of course, one thing that matters is where we're getting our polling data from.
Yes, absolutely. That is always important.
This thing is basically up to date with almost every poll.
That doesn't matter because a lot of polls will have different results.
All right, here we go.
Averages them.
Yeah, Postal Service reduction in sorting capacity. And there's a great deal of sorting capacity and therefore delivery capacity lost. And notice where it is. It's in heavily democratic areas. I mean, you're looking at Detroit, you're looking at L.A., up and down the East Coast, Houston.
Florida.
Oh, of course, yeah. And actually, Florida surprises me because I thought of Florida as more Republican because it's all the.
Oh
if
no!
you like,
Right now, Florida is registering blue.
Okay, because I thought it was all the retirees from New York.
We are.
Oh, it gets even worse because you've got a whole bunch of people down here in Florida saying they'll never vote Republican again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
hardly worse.
What, hon?
I said that's hardly worse.
Yeah, I mean, I like the sound of those words.
Yeah.
I meant worse for the Republicans, or at least they'll never vote for Trump again.
Yeah, well, a lot of people voted for Trump just because they needed someone who wasn't part of the establishment, and it didn't go so well for them because it turned out he was lying.
Yes, absolutely. And this is really where the, if you'll excuse my French, this is where the mainline Democrats are fucking up. They're not listening. They don't have their ear to the ground.
Well, that's the problem is I think that they do. They just don't care. Like, they have their own agenda, and it doesn't match ours. So they don't care.
Well, you've got that right, yes. So I will stand corrected. Because even with the things that are happening now, you've got Nancy saying, well, we're kind of looking into getting together and coming into session early in the House to see what we can do about. It's a leisurely sort of thing, and it kind of gives me the impression anyway that they're really not all that concerned about doing anything about the problem
by the way,
because
Missouri
they will
is
lose
currently
their
leaning
cushiness if they do. What?
Missouri is currently leaning Republican.
Eh,
Okay.
I mean, screw Missouri.
There you go.
I mean, it sounds a lot like misery, but
I'll tell you.
What I mean-
I don't know. It sounds to me like something that could have been a condiment. Oh, yeah, do you have the Missouri? Yeah, it's in the fridge.
Yeah. I will say, though, and it's interesting when I look at the calendar, it was 3 years ago that I was in that part of the country. I viewed the solar eclipse 3 years ago, and when I was down in Carbondale, you could throw a rock at Missouri and hit it. Almost all of the Trump 2016 stickers I saw were on vehicles with Missouri plates.
So, real quick,
Yes,
did
sir.
you say the town was called Carbondale?
Yes.
Yes.
That is what I said.
Okay. Such an odd name for a place, but very well.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
it's on the crossroads.
I am actually managing to fit into the polo shirt I bought at SIU. 3 years ago.
Southern Illinois University.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My mom used to take college classes down there, and we used to go with her.
Okay, it's also the alma mater of Bodie Hodge, um, Ken, Ken Ham's son-in-law.
Oh,
But yeah, I went down there to Saluki Stadium to have my seat to view the eclipse, and that was a fun couple days that I spent down there. Very very interesting little place. I
so what was the name of it? What did you say? Bodie Hodge?
Yes, Bodie is the
The
first name.
hell kind of name is that?
I don't know where they got that name from. Well, the Hodge, that's the family name, but where do you get
Oh
Bodie?
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know where
Bodie.
that name.
Wait,
Yeah,
how do you spell that?
I believe it.
BOW
I believe it is spelled B.
DIE.
I believe it is spelled Bodie. Let me look.
Okay.
Let me look
Well,
and make sure.
I mean, the reason I ask is because there was a character played by Patrick Swayze in Point Break who went by Bodhi, but it was short for Bodhisattva.
Okay. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, Bravo, Oscar, Delta, India, Echo.
Okay.
And he's married to Ken Ham's daughter.
So, like Brody without the R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he has a master's in mechanical engineering from SIU Carbondale. So I had to wash my feet and shoes when I left the campus. Uh, oh my! But that was a fun trip. I do not at all regret that trip. I mean, I overspent. I budgeted 1,800 for the trip. It ended up costing me 24 for 10 days. But it was still worth every bit of it.
When this pandemic is under control, I really want to travel. My only thing though is that like I can't be away for too terribly long because of the cats.
Right. Yeah, I know that feeling.
That's the only concern I really have about traveling. But one thing I've wanted to do for quite some time is go on a cruise.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not even sure it would be that much fun, but I kind of want to go on a cruise.
Just to see what it is, huh?
Well, that, and I like the idea of being somewhere tropical. I know they have cruises where it's like up around Alaska or some shit, but I'm
Yes.
thinking nah, tropical cruise.
Yeah, my ex-wife took one of those cruises up around Alaska.
That doesn't sound like fun to me. It I want my palm trees, I want my beaches, I want all of that stuff.
Okay. Well, it's
So-
de gustibus non est disputandum. Yeah.
Sure. Ich did the and skitter dot and what up and chew.
And I
yeah,
forgot
so,
to say
I mean-
hello, but hi, Santi.
I don't know, and it'd be nice to go somewhere that's not on this continent. Like the closest I've come to leaving North America is Cuba, and that's not that close.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh. The
You know.
US national map is really interesting.
Huh? What?
Sure it is. But I mean the thing is, like, I've been to Canada and that's the only other foreign country besides Cuba. And so I would very much like to go to like Europe or something. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind visiting, say, Austria or Germany.
Well, I was thinking more like Scotland, Ireland, and Britain, but or England. I can't fucking keep it straight anymore because there's the UK, there's Britain, there's England, and it's like they're not all synonyms for each other, and it seems like which one's which changes with the tide. I can't keep track anymore.
Well, UK is a superset, which includes. Let's see now. England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. Yeah, that's
Then
it.
why do we need Great Britain then? It just seems like it's needlessly complicated.
Well, that's what is it? The Acts of Unity or whatever it was, where the royalty decided, okay, this is mine and this is mine and this is mine too.
Oh, I mean, I guess, but it just seems like every time I try to figure out what's going on, they change it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Or maybe I just misremember, but I can never keep it straight which is which. Like, Britain versus England. Which one's which? Are they both the same?
I think they are more or less the same. Excuse me. Do we have any Brits in here who can tell us all about that? Um, let's see here. Nerdy, are you around?
And I have tried to get people to nail down for me the relationship that Canada has to Britain, to the UK, whatever, because that's another one where like I've had like actual Canadians who've been Canadian their whole lives not be able to explain it. Like they've tried, and most of it comes down to eloquent hand waving.
Pretty much. As far as I understand it, Canada is part of the Commonwealth, but is not ruled by the crown. Now, whatever that means, I really can't tell you.
But they also have like the queen of their money. So I mean,
Yeah, that comes from being in the Commonwealth. But okay, Santi says Canada is a glorified colony.
but it's also its own country.
Hmm. It's
I,
all weird.
it's kind of like when I've like grilled Brits on how their TV schedule works when they only have 6 episodes each season, each series, each whatever the hell. I mean, I've
Yeah.
tried to get them to just like, I go, okay, so they show all 6 episodes, and then what? Does another show occupy that time slot? Do they just rerun it constantly for a year? Is it even a year before they produce new episodes? Like, and they would all just hem and haw and not give me an answer.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody, even in the BBC, knows how that works.
I don't know. It's just it's I just want to understand. That's all I want.
The
And
one,
they can't help me out.
the one I don't understand is, at least as far as I understand it to be, uh, they've got the television tax and adverts. Go figure. I thought, one would
I don't
supplant
know.
the other, but I guess not.
Yeah, maybe the television tax just isn't enough to pay for it.
Moo, wait a minute. You say, oh, Santi needs to ask Neil. Okay, for half a second, I thought Neil was here this morning or this afternoon or whatever you call
No.
it. Oh, well.
Well, but that's the thing is I think Neil was one of the ones who tried to explain it to me, and it just made no sense, the whole Canada thing. And I don't know.
Oh, my, oh, my. Let's see. Wait a minute. Just for the hell of it.
Well, and
How?
it probably doesn't help that terms like commonwealth seem to mean different things to different people too.
Yeah. Canada
Oh,
related.
like I haven't tried to Google it. Come on. Give me a little credit for trying the easy stuff.
There you go. Okay. So, huh. So Betty is actually sovereign of Canada?
Betty?
Elizabeth.
How the hell is that abbreviated to Betty?
I think it is, isn't it?
I've heard Liz, or like, but not Betty.
I've heard Betty.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How strange. But then again, I mean, I don't know how you get Dick from Richard.
I don't get that one either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, okay. Betty is a common diminutive for the names Bethany and Elizabeth. Okay.
That's just fucked up bizarre. I mean,
Well,
Liz,
Beth
I can see, but Betty?
or Beth.
Yeah.
Beth
Well,
would
I mean,
make
okay, sure,
sense.
Beth, but that makes sense. I mean, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
But Betty? You know what? I am morally outraged at that. It makes no sense, and I don't accept it. Ugh.
Oh my.
I don't know. I suppose maybe you get Dick from Richard by going up to him in a bar and saying, "How about it, big boy?"
There you go. There you go. Oh man. Why is
So,
Richard?
like, is it really a good thing to call a loved one, be it male or female, but it seems directed at females the most, to call them baby? I mean, baby? Really? It smacks of pedophilia.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it.
Well,
I guess it could.
I guess I get it where it's like probably, oh, you're so pure, oh, you're so unspoiled, you're like a baby who's so, you know, like soft and squishy or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I suppose
I
that
I know
I
that.
can't say anything about it because I call tornado baby sometimes.
Well, I know
But
that.
he is my baby, so
Well, there you go.
well, yeah, but that's a different context entirely.
I know. Like I said,
Yeah.
I
I
know
can't
that
comment.
the Flyboys. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to be very famous for calling each other babe.
Who the hell are the Flyboys?
Fighter pilots, astronauts, that whole group.
Oh, so actual Flyboys. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like a band or something. Well, the
Oh,
way you
okay,
said
okay.
it, the Flyboy. Maybe if you just said, "Oh, Flyboys," but the Flyboys sounds like a band.
Okay, gotcha.
Like for some reason, I was picturing sort of a Buddy Holly kind of thing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay. Okay.
Doesn't it sound like the name of one of those sort of 50s, 60s bands that you know?
The babes.
Like no, the Flyboys. Like I
Oh,
would
okay.
expect Sammy Davis Jr. and a bunch of other guys. Oh yeah, we're going on stage. We're the Flyboys, you know.
No, they were the Rat Pack.
Well, still though, doesn't it sound like one of those names that they would give?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe it could be.
yeah.
Oh my, because yeah, you're here to in the air to ground all the time. Hey, Raj Babe or whatever. The whole thing like that. Anyway, it's stuff. What do we have here? Okay, Dick, Dick, Dick. Few, if any, other words in the English language have the privilege of common usage as a name, synonym for penis, and a great way of describing a jerk. So, how the hell did that happen? And more specifically, how did Dick become short for the name Richard? A recent video from the folks at Today I Found Out helps explain how Dick rose to such prominence. Simon, whatever the heck his name is, I forget. Simon Whistler?
Yeah, Simon Whistler.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. In the days of writing editing by hand, Rich and Rick emerged as common nicknames for Richard, and apparently people also used to like to come up with nicknames that rhyme. This gave rise to nicknames like Dick and Hick around the early 13th century, but unlike Hick, Dick continues to stick around today. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to think what it was here. There was another one that was similar where the oh, that's right. That's right. Heck as a nickname for Henry of all things. Like I could see Hector, but I've heard heck as a nickname for Henry, and that's
Oh.
just bizarre.
Yeah, that is really when you think about it. I mean, that
But I mean,
makes.
how do you nickname Henry and have the dude you're nicknaming be flattered anyway? Like, hey there, Hen. I don't think most guys would accept that.
Oh, my, and the other one I don't get is Hell for Harold.
I've never heard that.
Um, I got that reference out of Shakespeare.
Well, that's why I've never heard it. Fucking Shakespeare.
What can I tell you?
Eh, I don't know. It's weird to me that Shakespeare is now considered highbrow, considering that at the time when he was there, he was considered like the Pauly Shore of the theater world.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, like, why is Shakespeare considered so good by people? It's not that good.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that it's sort of like what the heck is his name? Catcher in the Rye. I forget the name of the author.
Is that Steinbeck?
Oh, definitely not Steinbeck.
No, I
Catcher
don't know.
in
I've
the-
never
Salinger.
read him. But,
Salinger. J.D. Salinger.
oh,
Yeah,
isn't
one
that
of the
Salinger?
could be. I'm really not sure.
I've never heard anyone say Salinger until right now.
Okay. Could be. Could
Like
be. Could be.
everybody I know who's ever said that name until now has said Salinger.
Yeah, me and my hard G's. I know.
You and your incessant, constant mispronouncing things.
You and your innuendos.
Because you know what? It's still quinine and it's still iodine.
Well, let's see. It's element 53, and what else do we have here? I will find it. There we are.
Okay.
pronouncenames.com. Salinger,
Okay.
Salinger,
Salinger? Hmm.
Well, I even
It's
saw it
Salinger.
spelled from the font of all knowledge had it spelled as Salinger. Yeah. That funny looking DZ thing that they've got going there. Oh man, I don't see. See the name of this.
I still
stuff.
think it's weird that hard G and soft G are completely reversed from the way I would do it. Because let's face it, pronouncing a G almost like a J is a pretty hard sound. I can only assume that hard and soft are not meant to be taken literally at all. But then I think they've done it the stupid way round. Like, I think the harder the sound, the more you should call it a hard sound. And J versus G, which one sounds harder? But I'm sure it's one of those things where it's like, no, hard is the closest to the way we pronounce the letter or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I still think that a hard G should be the J sound.
It would be kind of nice if we just got rid of all the redundancies, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I guess some of the redundancies serve a purpose. Just because, like, I'm sure there's some words that are homophones for other words, and therefore you need a different spelling so that people know which one you mean. Not that there aren't words out there that are pronounced exactly the same as other words, but mean something totally different. There are, but still, I think some of those redundancies help, like, comprehension of what's been said.
Okay, now I've got the name.
Whoa! All of a sudden, you're way loud.
How did that happen? Let me have a look here because I touched nothing.
Well, it's not so bad now. I think you were leaning too close to the mic.
Okay, maybe that's it. But okay, I found the name. It's 8 alpha 9R 6 prime methoxy.
Yes. Every time you lean close to your screen, you get too close to the mic.
Oh, okay. Syncona 9-all. There you go. I'll just have to memorize that one and pull that out every time.
Wait, isn't it like cinchona bark?
Yeah. It's in cinchona bark, which is where you get the cinchonan from in the Ayupak name. Now you want to spell it out completely. You've got, let's see, R6 methoxy 4 cincholanil 2S 4S 5R 5 vinyl 1 azabicyclo 2 oct 2 ill methanol.
What the fuck?
That's quinine.
Quinine. I'm sorry, but we've proved this to you.
I know.
Oh my. So we can get rid of those pages over there. Okay, yeah, and Purple Seas Babe is different from Baby. Yeah, it's easily seen.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay, seriously, like when you face that direction, you're like overloading your mic. It's really loud.
Okay, so I must be on that mic, so let me have a look at it and let's see if we can fix it. Oh my. Okay, there's the sound stuff. Huh. The AGC has really turned it down.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's
I
just
don't either.
very loud all of a sudden.
I gotta be extra careful, I guess. I'll just kind of try to lean over to the left here and see what we can do. Baby Bacall, yeah, absolutely. Oh my.
Well, I mean, even if you see Babe as different from Baby, they still kind of come from the same place, and I don't get it.
Well, even George Ruth got his moniker from a long way around. Is who was the Red Sox owner? They say, yeah, there's his new babe. You know, meaning young boy.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of expressions that have been common all through history, even recent history, that we just don't use or don't use the same way anymore.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I can think of a lot of things we don't say anymore because, you know, they can get you fired and thrown off Twitter.
Well, that too.
And they're not even the nasty things. They just sound like them.
Oh yeah, well we've had that discussion before
Yeah.
about words that sound horrible but aren't. But also like Twitter seems so much more permissive than Facebook. Like, there have been things I've posted on Facebook that have gotten me kicked off, whereas I've posted the same thing on Twitter and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, well, there's something that brings to mind. I see people discussing back and forth. People I know are discussing back and forth, rooting out accounts that deal in kiddie porn. And it's kind of disheartening if this is really the case of kiddie porn showing up on social media.
Now, I honestly, genuinely do not get the appeal of kiddie porn. Like, why would anyone think that's good?
I don't know. I really don't.
Why would anyone be turned on by that?
Meow.
I don't get it.
I guess it. I guess that's why it's. If you'll excuse the expression, I guess that's why it's an aberration. I mean, most people don't get it. It's aberrant in the sense that it's not, common. It seems like something has to be badly wired or miswired or whatever it is to.
One thing well, okay, I thought you were done.
Yeah, I mean, to be interested. It sounds like something's got to be badly wired in order to be interested in a 6-year-old when you yourself are quite a bit older than 6 years old.
Well, one thing I've actually heard about that, like, I kind of get it and kind of agree, is that, like, there are a bunch of people out there who are finding themselves attracted to youngsters who are saying, I'm sick and I need help. And apparently, a lot of people are giving them shit for it. And I'm like, dude, they're not, they're saying this is weird. They're saying, I don't want this. They're saying this is bad and wrong. And you're giving them crap for seeking help.
Yeah, I did a live stream on that. A couple of years ago, I think. I mean, early in my career. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It seems antithetical. Somebody is saying, "Please help me," and what they are hearing is, "No, go away."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, please, I need the." By saying no, go away. Isn't it the case that you're actually promoting nasty behavior? Maybe, could be.
I'm not going to say you're promoting anything.
Or at least
but
you're not doing anything
but
about
you
it.
are, like, the hands off is happening in such a way that it may lead to misbehavior.
Yep.
But
high carb
I mean, like saying you're promoting it by not doing anything about it is like saying that it's a vote for Trump if you don't vote for Biden.
Yeah, I get.
Which
excuse me, I
bullshit.
get you there. Yeah.
I mean, to be promoting something, you have to actually be, like, condoning it explicitly.
Moo.
I mean, like, I've never been one to say that, like, a lie by omission is actually a lie, because it's not. It's not a lie. A lie is deliberately telling a falsehood, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to say that you're blameless for doing it, but I cannot classify a lie of omission as being actually a lie. I mean, you might be helping people lie to themselves, but it's not a lie.
Yeah, and then, I mean, even in some cases, what you would call a lie is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, tell that to Ray Comfort, but you might say, "No, I don't have any Jews in my attic" when the Gestapo shows up. I mean, that's technically a lie, but
yeah,
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what the heck?
I mean, like I'm of two minds about lying to spare someone's feelings. like if you said, no, you look perfectly fine if you're gonna go out, and they so totally don't.
Yeah, okay.
That's like you're getting someone in trouble because they're gonna go out confident, thinking, why, yes, I am, totally awesome. And they get out there and they look like Pee Wee Herman. And it's like, yeah, that didn't work out so well, did it? That lie.
Yeah, Greg Hartwick mentions something that brings back some memories to me. Greg said, speaking of lies of omission, it is in the Catholic Church, and I remember getting the whole indoctrination stuff about lies of commission and lies of omission. They always have to have terms for everything. So yeah, the two things were definitely sinful to them, and
Well, that's the thing is like sure, sinful, okay, like it's a bad thing. It's not something I can condone, but I still can't call it a lie.
mm-hmm.
Because a lie is like deliberately saying a falsehood. Being misleading is not a lie necessarily if the other person has to do it to themselves, which they are doing if it's a lie of omission. You're letting them think something that's not true, whether it's true or not. I realize this is a pedantic quibble, but it's always bugged me.
It's there. Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
quibble, but it is there. Yeah, and Goddle's Granny's got a good point here. Sometimes you have to lie to people with Alzheimer's. Otherwise, you have to give them the same damn bad news over and over. Yeah, not fun for anyone.
Well, then there's like that whole thing with was it Churchill? Who basically said, I could warn this village of an impending attack, but if I do, we won't be able to defeat the Germans in this other time or place or something. Like we need to sacrifice this village full of actual people, because if we warn them, it tells it tells the Germans we cracked their codes, is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Is that a lie necessarily?
I don't know. That's a tough one,
Like,
because it is a
is it
very
a
tough
lie?
decision.
Is it a lie to not say the truth when you know the truth? I don't think it is. Like you don't have to volunteer information. You know?
Yeah, okay.
It's, I don't know.
Yeah, you're not bound to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes I've wondered, like, if you are bound by law to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and you're handed a leading question that if you answer it, you will be telling the truth, but you will be mischaracterizing the situation. Are you allowed to say something like, Your Honor, I was told to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and if I answer that question as phrased, I will be telling the literal truth, but casting it in a false light? Is that a reasonable objection to give to a judge and have it, or would the judge say, I understand what you're getting at, but you have to let your like the lawyer on your side do the clarifying?
I have a feeling it depends on who's sitting on the bench.
I suppose, but
Yeah.
I've often wondered about that. Is can you object to the framing of a question because to answer it would make you dishonest? I have to wonder.
Yeah. And it's a tactic that is very often used in order to get an answer that the querent, the questioner, wants, but is not the appropriate answer for the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how much does letter matter versus spirit?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like some of the stuff that the church is told to do, like people in the church are told to do, where it's like, uh, it's a sin to do X, or it's a sin to not do X, even though and you have to follow it, even though you're causing extra harm and unnecessary harm to people. You still have to follow the letter of the law.
Yeah.
As laid down by the mighty Lord, all of that stuff. And it was a very long time before I truly understood why some humans are called Lord this and Lord that, because they don't teach you about noble titles in school. You have to figure it out for yourself. And the only time I'd ever heard someone called a Lord was God, the Lord. And so when I started hearing people referring to like Lord Buckley or whatever, I was very confused for a good long time.
Okay,
growing
then.
up not religious leaves some gaps in your knowledge base.
Yeah, and that whole thing is the feudal titles, and then the divine right of kings.
Yeah.
Or, as in from number 43 in the Messiah, King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's weird when you really think about it. Religious people are basically just LARPing.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna head off. My throat is starting to get itchy, and I'm gonna start coughing a lot.
We cannot let it go
Yeah,
bad.
yes, I'm gonna head off and rest my throat, even though I haven't been saying much. Hopefully, take some sinus medicine, and the sinus drainage will stop. So, I will see you all later. Have a good day, guys.
Well, you
Catch you
take
like
care.
the
Stay longer. Oh yes, loads of fun. Bye bye.
Moo.
Moo moo.
And I'm thinking of heading off too because I want to play some Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Okay.
That sounds like something that's borderline illegal.
It's really not. I mean, I've never played that particular iteration of Pokemon, but yeah, it's about as far from borderline illegal as you can get.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon is like the Saturday morning breakfast cereal of video games.
And Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon and games like Super Mystery Dungeon can basically be classified as roguelikes.
Okay.
Think Diablo.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's like, okay. Like I said, I've never encountered this iteration of Pokemon, so.
Well, Purple asks the question, would that be Pokemon BDSM or what?
I don't know. I keep trying to turn it into Poke Your Mom in my head, and it doesn't really work.
Or, I don't know, Pokemon Punch the Cobra. I don't know.
Sent you a link in the chat, Diana.
There are, like, snakes in Pokemon. I don't remember them being Cobra-esque, but, there's something for him to punch while he's playing.
Okay. Oh, boy, yeah. So wait a minute. You said something about oh, I see. Okay, Mystery Dungeon. Gotcha. So
well, it's don't face me.
Yay, Doc, Sweeney, how are ya? Do you have... Take care, honey.
Later.
You can just close out.
Do you have any news for us about the... there's the word for it, but I forget what it is. The inland hurricane.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Nah. Way to go there, Purple. Yeah. Pokemon is a slow Jamaican gentleman.
Liking it. Very many much.
Actually, Jamaica might be fun to visit. If I do that traveling when the disease is taken care of.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
why not?
Sounds, I mean, to be honest, okay, there's a wide range of music within reggae. And I like some reggae, but not all of it. Okay. I'm actually the same way with ska, come to think of it. Like, I mostly prefer the third wave ska.
Now, whoa. What is ska?
ska. It's sort of a weird mixture of reggae and pop.
Okay.
You've probably, like, if you've ever heard the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, you've heard ska.
I couldn't tell you by name anyway. Maybe I've heard it, but if I
Okay.
have, I don't know what they were called.
Well, it sort of looks like rock and roll at first, but then you notice the horn section.
Should be okay. I can go with that.
And I mean, it's I don't know, I like it. So I mean, right away thinking about Jamaica, I could totally get into the music.
Okay, so still power out in lots of places around Ames, Cedar Rapids, and Des Moines, or Des Moines, actually.
No, it's Des Moines. But Ames, I have to wonder. Like, there used to be a department store in Vermont called Ames, and I wonder if it's similar. Like, if one is named after the other.
I don't know, but that store was here as well.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, is like, it seems to have been an East Coast thing. So if we're talking about Iowa, I don't know.
Excuse me, please. Was an American chain of discount stores based in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Let's see. Company was founded in 1958 with a store in Southbridge, Massachusetts. At its peak,
Well,
operated.
it does say Midwest.
We have, including Northeast, Upper South, Midwest, District of Columbia.
Interesting. It says that the second store was opened in St. Johnsbury, Vermont.
Oh.
Man.
Okay then. Yeah. How do you like that?
I've been to St. Johnsbury many times.
Moo. Very, very moo.
Yeah. It's funny, it doesn't seem to mention the origin of the name. Like, apparently, like, it doesn't list the founder on here unless the CEO was the founder.
Ames began in 1958 when two Connecticut brothers, Milton and Irving Gilman and Philip Feltman, opened their first store in the Ames Worsted Textile Mill Company mill in Southbridge. So did they take the name of the store from the name of the building, which was named somehow other in some other way? Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to ask the cat.
What?
I'll have to ask the cat. The cat knows everything.
Oh.
Right, honey?
Well, let's see. Oh yeah, it does look like it. The Gilmans took the name of their store from the name of its site's old tenant, the Ames Worsted Textile Company. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. So
man.
Looks like the store folded in 2002.
Okay, that would be.
Oh, wow. List of defunct department stores in the United States. Interesting.
How many dozen are there?
It looks like maybe 3 or 4 dozen.
Okay.
I'm wondering how many of these I know. Wow, Bon Marché died? Huh. I remember those being all over Seattle. Let's see. So far, Filene's is gone. Okay. But seriously, so far, very few that I recognize. I vaguely remember Sibley's, except I think that was also the name of one of the cabins at the summer camp I went to, so I might be mixing it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking down the
Wow,
list over here.
Steigers is gone. Yeah, I remember Zaire, except we called it Zaires because everything's pluralized or possessivized in Vermont.
Yeah, I remember Zaire as well.
Oh, it has here other department stores, and they're listed by state.
Yeah, I'm looking at the state
So,
lists. Gold.
let's go zooming down to Vermont and Washington. Let's see, Vermont. Oh yeah, Gaines. I remember Gaines and Woolworths, which is actually possessive.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Washington. What do we have here in Washington? Nothing I recognize so far.
Oh wow. Look at all this stuff.
Nope, I do not know those. Let's see. Okay, national chains. Yeah. I vaguely remember Hill's department stores, but it was purchased by Ames, so they're
Yes.
dead too.
Mm-hmm. I remember Gold Circle.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, I think that was
No,
more
very, very few of these names are familiar to me. I find that odd. Like, I would assume from this, that means there's still a service merchandise around somewhere.
Holy hell, I remember service
Oh, no,
merchant.
there it is. There it is.
Did you find service merchandise?
I found it on the list. Service merchandise is dead.
Okay.
It died in 2002.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, it seems that a lot of stuff died around that time. The
Yeah.
last few years of the '90s and the first few years of the aughts.
yeah. Well, and a lot of them were just bought by bigger corporations.
And then
Sometimes I wonder, like, when Google acquired YouTube, like, what did they pay the people who originally came up with it? And I wonder if those people now are thinking, yeah, that was totally not worth it. Well, I mean, I've heard of companies that have been bought when they were brand ass new and ended up becoming these big, huge phenomenon things. I mean, if I was going to sell a company like that, I'd expect a certain amount of the profits, frankly.
Well, here's the interesting thing. What if you, who have this brand ass new company and everything else, don't have the whatever it takes to develop this brand new company into what the company that bought it from you could develop it into? If I'm making myself clear.
Not even slightly.
Okay, what if I have this new company, but all I have is like $5.50 in my pocket? I don't have enough money or resources or whatever to develop this company into a big thing the way the guys that bought it from me had. So had I held on to it, it would never have been what they made it.
Well, you know, is that necessarily a bad thing?
Well,
I mean, honestly, I'd almost prefer that YouTube had died out rather than becoming what it is.
oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. Okay.
You know, I mean, like, sometimes I wonder, does George Lucas regret selling Star Wars, given what Disney has done to it?
I have to wonder.
You know, that's one of the reasons why, like, suppose the animation I'm working on, Quinn Redshift, takes off somehow. And, like, I would rather turn down the fame and fortune than have producers pissing in the soup until they like the flavor better than what I did. Like I would be more
Okay.
likely to go to a producer or whatever production company and say, "You want to buy my intellectual property here? Well, I need a certain amount of artistic control because I don't want you people fucking up my vision." Like I would rather not sell it and keep it what I intended than sell it, get rich, and have it bastardized into something I didn't. Like I'm saying, I care more about the art than the money.
Uh-huh. Oh, Doc, you mentioned a couple minutes ago, people wigged out over the primary vote snafu, but a hurricane ravages us and no one is interested. In the Washington Post, there was an article that said essentially that. Yeah.
And yeah, what Purple said there is like a lot of the original owners get part of it in stock. So they get to share the future profits that way. Yeah, that's one of the many methods. Although, honestly, in some ways, I wouldn't want the stock. I would just want like a percent of the profits and screw the stock. I mean, I know that you can get dividends and everything, but I'd rather just have the cold hard cash.
Okay.
Like 1% of the back end kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would prefer.
Okay, now Purple mentions something very interesting here. He says Disney bought the Muppets, but his family was very unhappy with the way Disney handled the characters, so they found a way to get control back.
Yeah. Well, one thing I really like is Robert Zemeckis said in the wake of all of these remakes and redos and reimaginings, he said nobody is getting their hands on Back to the Future. Not
Oh,
going to happen as long as I have a say in it, he said.
okay then.
And I was like, thank you so much. Back to the Future is one of the staples of my childhood, and if someone went and fucked with it, I'd be very unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Although it's kind of funny. I'm trying to remember. Eric Stoltz was originally going to play the part that ultimately went to Michael J. Fox. In fact, they filmed a certain amount of it.
Oh,
And
I
I was
think
like, I'm so glad they made that change because as much as Eric Stoltz is a staple of the 80s, he would have done that movie so badly.
I remember reading something to that effect, and wasn't it something where Stoltz was difficult or something?
I don't know, like so many actors appear to be. But they also kept oh, why am I blanking on his name? The guy who played his dad. And he was apparently so difficult to work with because he wanted to make everything like super surreal.
Okay,
Like
okay.
he wanted something artsy fartsy, and they were like, stop improvising your lines, dude. We got something we want you to make, and this ain't it.
Okay, well, Purple, what would really be interesting? You're saying that remaking Princess Bride would be a huge mistake. I will not doubt you. What would be the outcome? Could you even get there if there was a general strike?
There was when they announced that they were going to try to remake The Princess Bride, there was this major backlash, including a petition, which I signed, was like, "Do not remake this, you stupid shits!" Like that. That was no joke a thing.
Okay,
So
but
I
I take it
mean,
it toppled.
I don't know. Like last I heard, I think it was dead. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Okay. I'm seeing something here. When was this article written? June. Okay. So. Oh, dear gods. That's a sneak peek? Oh, Jesus, Harold Christ. It looks like they're doing some of the gender and race swapping shit again.
Okay.
Um. Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess I'm just going to be very comfortable with not seeing any motion pictures.
Oh, they've delayed the new Ghostbusters movie until March of 2021. Who knows? Maybe we can actually go to a theater by then. Ha! Oh, what?
Huh?
What? I am so confused by this. It just. Okay, what it says here, after getting the go ahead from those who hold rights to the film, the director reached out to tons of actors who took turns portraying the film's characters for different scenes in the movie. The fuck?
Why?
Okay, Hugh Jackman will wear a dim sum strainer on his head to portray Prince Humperdinck. David Oyelowo, how the fuck do you pronounce that? Will ride in a golf cart in another moment as the villainous Royal. What? Multiple people are playing Vizina. What the fuck is going on? And what is Quibi? It's apparently a streaming platform and it's being distributed exclusively on that. So that'll make it like it's not going to theaters, apparently.
Okay.
Wait, what? Jason Reitman has enlisted a slew of celebrities to storm the castle in a homemade version of The Princess Bride. And it's unfolding in chapters on this Quibi thing. What the fuck are they doing? This is so bullshit.
Oh my, oh my.
And it can only be watched on your phone?
Oh,
Oh my,
hell.
what the unholy fuck is going on here? Like, we have enough to deal with this pandemic. Now you guys are doing this?
Yeah, they can have it then, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, this is so dumb. I get you for rules on what?
Moo.
Or to put it in vaguely Yosemite Samish terms, razzin' fraggin' sniggin' friggin' rat. Yeah, anyway, I'll just be over here.
Okay.
Why would you remake The Princess Bride in the first place? It doesn't need a remake. The original holds up so well. I mean, the only thing in the original that honestly doesn't work well at all is the video game that Fred Savage is playing before his grandfather shows up to read him the book. Because it's like this old Atari 2600 baseball game, and it looks so silly now.
Okay.
Man, if I could go back to my own self, like back in time, when the Atari 2600, even the NES, was the premier video game system, and told myself how good video games were going to get in the future, I'm not sure I would have believed me.
Okay.
I mean, unless I came back with a Nintendo Switch and let myself play with it for an hour, I wouldn't have believed it.
Okay.
I mean, if someone tried to explain virtual reality to me at, like elementary school age, I would have been like, what? I also would have been like, so cool, but I would have thought I was being lied to. And actually, it would kind of be torturous to do that to my younger self, because I'd be like, I have to wait until when to get this?
There you are.
Yeah, we won't have flying cars in 2020, but imagine the video games you can play.
Well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe you invent the video games and everything, and somebody looking over your shoulder. Well, who says you didn't invent the stuff, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
still
know.
wouldn't have believed it. But still, oh man, imagine if I could go back in time and give my young high school self a copy of 3DS Max and a computer that could run it.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I'd probably be a lot further along on my animation career than I am now if that had happened.
might have made it to Mars
With
with
an
that
animation program? I don't think so.
with the machinery that could run it.
Well, I think we have more to overcome than a computer.
Yeah, that too.
Well, no, I don't even mean that. I just mean like in terms of powering a spacecraft that's going to get its ass to Mars.
I mean, I'm not all that sure that I want to see persons go to Mars.
Why not?
Um, Number one, it's just so logistically difficult. It would take more than I think the Americans are willing to wrap their minds around. They'd lose interest very quickly, and it would take a hell of a budget, and they'd lose interest that way. And there's so much that could
Would
go.
they though? I mean, let's suppose we launch something to Mars, and it takes what, like 6 years to get there or something?
No,
No,
no.
3 years. 3 years
Six or
there,
se-
3 years back. That's
6 or
right.
7 months.
What? What? Six
Six.
or 7 months? Since when?
Well, for example, the rover that's just launched a few weeks ago is going to
Maybe
be there in February.
maybe I'm thinking of Jupiter, but I know there's one planet where at our current level of technology it takes 6 years to get there.
That
Or
might,
sorry, 3 years. 3 years to get there. I keep saying six, and I don't know why.
yeah, I was going to say 6 years would be closer to Pluto, but yeah,
I seriously, like the last time I heard any amount of like any duration of travel, it was 3 years to get to Mars.
let's see, Perseverance.
Uh,
Rover.
I guess it says 7 or 8 months. Someone lied to me.
Okay, they launched it on the 30th of July. Yeah. And it's supposed to touch down on 18 February.
Someone definitely lied to me. Maybe it's Jupiter.
That could be.
Yeah, it's Jupiter. Jupiter's the one for 6 years.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. It really does. I mean, it could take a lot longer to get to Mars if you did not launch the way this one did. I mean, the launch on the 30th of July was as Earth and Mars were approaching, the closest approach.
So, well,
The-
I've often heard about just using the orbits of the planets to get there rather than trying to, like, just power your way to the planet.
Oh, the gravity assist stuff and everything. Yeah, this is a way.
I don't know if I've heard it put that way.
What are you?
But like you send yourself to where Mars will be rather than where it is.
Oh, yeah, that's what they're doing here. Yeah. It's just like on a football field, American football, guys. You
So real
throw
football.
you throw the ball to where your receiver is running to.
It's not just about leading your target though. It's a matter of like the planet is traveling in a circle around the sun. If we like head counter orbitably, then we can catch up to it that way rather than chasing the planet. If you see what I mean.
Okay. I'm picturing in my mind something like the flight to the moon, where you led the moon instead of ran to catch up with it. You know, you went into orbit around the leading edge.
Well, more than just like using the orbit, traveling in the opposite direction of what you're trying to hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like basically make your spacecraft orbit in the opposite direction so that it's headed toward you rather than you trying to, like you say, chase it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I've got you.
Yeah. You know, like Mars is on the other side of the sun. If we head in the opposite direction from the one it's traveling, we'll hit it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how that would work. Um, I wonder what the flight time would be. Yeah, I have to work that out.
Mm.
What I don't have, unfortunately, is a working copy of Orbiter that actually would let me simulate that stuff.
The you know that universe sandbox or universe simulator thing that I
Yes,
got that
yeah.
time? It lost its appeal really quickly because trying to accomplish things was next to impossible.
Oh, okay.
You know, where it's like, okay, I want this new planet and I want it to orbit the sun at this distance. Oh yeah, forget about it, kid. You launch that planet, it's going off into into the void and will never acknowledge your sun ever.
Yeah, I have to wonder what Gray would go through to line up 10,000 moons to see, how quickly they would destroy the Earth. Um, just to place all those things where he wanted them. What the hell did he have to go through to do it? But
What are you talking about?
there's the guy called Gray Still Plays, who would
Oh,
play with Universe Sandbox 2. There was one I remember him doing, was sending the Earth into a line of 10,000 moons, or something like that, or maybe 100 million moons.
okay.
So he duplicated the moon 100 million times and put them all in a line, and then ran the Earth into them. He would do crazy things like that. But the crap he
Well,
would have to go through, I don't know.
well, I found that if you tried to introduce that many celestial bodies, it really made the program bog down hard.
Yes, yeah.
And but also, like, if you managed somehow to terraform a planet, whether for good or ill, it would happen so quickly, like just bam, where it seemed like they just changed the texture map on the planet rather than having any kind of procedural texture generator that would like show the slow progression toward whatever condition the planet was being turned into.
Uh
Like, even
huh.
if you were making it a lava ball rather than like a class M planet, it would just happen instantly.
Yeah. Not the most
So
realistic thing in the world, right?
yeah, it lost its appeal really quickly.
Yeah, I had thought of buying it, and that's the kind of thing I was thinking of. What do you have to go through to do what you want to do, and then how limited are you in what you can do that isn't redundant?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it is kind of fun to smash planets into each other, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Well, even the game I bought where you smash trains into various things, it hasn't totally lost its appeal yet, but it's coming close. I
Hmm.
mean, you can
Well, it's
smash.
kind of like the ultimate battle simulator I got. It sort of got so simplistic after a while that I barely play it anymore. But it was
Okay.
kind of fun for a bit because you could basically get these like hordes of undead going after a bunch of not actually stormtroopers. And so it was like, basically lasers versus zombies. And it was interesting.
Okay, yeah.
But, and what do you want to bet that when I said stormtroopers, you were picturing Germans?
No, actually, I was picturing the Department of Homeland Security.
Yeah, I don't think you were. But no, I meant Star Wars style stormtroopers, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Or a bunch of like 18th century redcoats versus a bunch of like Norsemen or something.
Yeah, okay.
Because that is something you could do. You could send Vikings after these people. I mean, you'd have to have like 100 redcoats versus 500 zombies for anyone to die at all. But after a while doing the various experiments, you start to notice patterns in who wins and who doesn't.
I think that there might be a channel, not a game playing channel, but a alternate history channel that uses that game to have, let's say, Romans fighting World War One doughboys and things like that, and it gets a little strange.
Well, unless they're using a mod, there's no World War One. There's World War Two, but not
Okay.
World War One.
Maybe it's the World War II stuff then.
But then again, people have modified this game quite a lot, so there may be those World War One guys now, but you'd probably have to download it rather than it being part of the game,
Well,
like automatically.
I'm actually starting to think and wonder here.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, Vikings versus.
Oh, Vikings.
Let's see, Marines.
Sorry,
Let's try that.
When you said Vikings, I heard like webdings or wingdings, and I was really confused.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything that comes up immediately.
Well, try Norseman.
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here it is. Something called Binkov's Battlegrounds.
Well,
And what we've got, let's see. The one that I found was, could a Marine platoon defeat a whole Roman legion? Is one of them. And then I think this guy fought the hordes of Genghis Khan with somebody, and I can't remember who. Some Russian guy.
well, this is not a
Streaming.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
my.
so that's the Chinese joint. Where the hell is the Indian joint?
Alrighty, so there we are, and okay, can you hear?
I can still.
I
I
lost.
don't know about the rest.
Yeah, I lost the stuff over there. Let's see, what do we got? We're gonna take that off, and let's see if we can do anything over here. Meat mask. Let's turn that off.
Ah, there it is. All right.
Okay, so
in 15 minutes. Yay!
audio, no video. Yeah, I know about the no video. It's that's due to the way I brought everything up. So I don't know how long are we going to be on. If we're going to be on long enough, I'll fool around with it.
Well, I'm thinking that if you're going to bring up audio and video and only one of them can behave, that was bad parenting. You should be bringing them up better.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, okay, let's see what we've got here. We'll just talk and stuff. And okay, Google Meet over here. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna turn that off, and then we're gonna try again. And what we're gonna do is move.
Sorry, I was looking at the thing with the thing on their menu, and it sounds. I didn't know that they had that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's just view the menu.
Oh, wait a minute. There we go.
How do they not have chicken pakora? Well, that's just annoying.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know what that is. Believe it or not.
It's sort of vaguely dumpling-esque, but basically what it is meat. Usually chicken, but not necessarily. They also do it vegetables. That has this sort of hardened shell around it, kind of like the fried rather than boiled gyoza.
Oh, okay.
But not exactly. But it's an appetizer. It's not the meal. But it's really good. Let me see if I can find a good picture of it, because most of these pictures suck. All right. If you've had Indian food, and I'm sure you have, I'm surprised you haven't encountered pakora yet.
Oh, that looks yummy and tasty.
It's yummy as hell, but apparently this restaurant doesn't have it.
Oh my.
I mean, they seem to have like vegetable pakora. You know what I've never had is a samosa. Samosas. Oh, wait, yes I have. I just didn't know they were called that. Well, if they have samosas at Tandoori Hut, perhaps I shall get those instead of pakora. But it's still weird to me that they don't have chicken pakora. Whoa, look at all the different flavors of naan they got. Huh. Naan stuffed with potatoes? How odd. But I know I want chicken tikka masala. Ew, raisins?
Okay,
Never getting
so
lamb
that's
korma. What?
okay. So that's not doing it either. Okay, so
What, are you still not audible to anyone but me?
no, we're audible. We're just not visible.
Oh. What am I'd say that's a good thing.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, audio, no video. So at the moment, I'm really not going to worry about it. I can fool with it later. It's just unnerving that it occasionally throws people off. Like the last time. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? We have two versions of OBS running. Why is that?
I forget. This is the place where if you try to order it online, you can only select kinda spicy and not actually spicy.
Ah, okay.
I might not be able to order it for delivery from these guys. I might have to actually go through a third party to get it delivered, like DoorDash or some shit.
Yeah, this is doing really, really interesting things here. I'm not gonna worry about that. Yeah, everybody's kind of taken off. It was being so good for a while, and then it threw Mom NATO off Tuesday, if you remember, and then threw me off today. What I'm getting from other people who have had this problem, and I'm not the only one, it seems, who has this, is one way or another it seems to be a bandwidth issue. So I don't know if I'm going to have to get an OC24 or something, and I don't know if I want to do that or not.
Well, it sounds to me like you just need to put the band on an exercise regimen and a good diet.
Yeah, it could be,
Then it won't be a bandwidth problem.
Well, I don't know though. Do you want to put it on the exercise machine, or because that would decrease the width? Do you want to feed it very well, and get it wider?
I was thinking that we want it not as wide because then the width won't be an issue.
Okay, we can do that. We can work on that.
Yes. Hello, Xander. You had better not be thinking about attacking your sister. Oh, I guess not. Okay, good boy. Good boy not attacking your sister. Well, I mean, Columbia actually started sitting on my lap last night, and then Xander comes by and bites her on the ass. Well, the hip, really, but it looked like the ass. And chased her away off my lap, and I was kind of pissed off about it. Because, Columbia is not assertive. She's not the cat that necessarily, fights to sit on my lap. In fact, she's quite timid even when she's being invited onto the lap, explicitly so. And so, I am losing touch with her a bit because she's not the snuggle muppet she should be. And Xander rules the bed, too. It's really, Xander staked out territory and basically took it all.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. I actually sometimes wish I'd stuck with Ivan because he wasn't as bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are times I have to really make special effort to include Columbia and make sure Xander doesn't chase her away. Because that's one of the things is Columbia will be on my lap and Xander will be on the floor trying to bat at her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I hope he gets to a certain age and calms down.
I was wondering the same thing. I hope, yeah, that would be a good thing. I would like that.
It might even be that he and Columbia can get along if he's calmer.
Yeah, because...
But then again, that did not happen with Kitty and Rover. Rover kept attacking her no matter how old he got.
Oh, my. Uh-oh, I hear a yawn.
That was a yawn. What is a Sikh kebab? I don't actually know. Let's see. That's
Does it wear a turban?
lamb. Well, it's not spelled chic.
Okay.
It's like Seekh.
Oh, okay. So it's not Sikh.
No.
Okay.
It just says marinated in herbs and spices, cooked in a clay oven. That's all it says. But yeah, I don't want just chicken tikka. I want the chicken tikka masala, so I'll skip that version of it. Because you can get your chicken tikka dry, but where's the fun in that? But yeah, last time I seem to remember with these guys, number one, they make their shit so spicy. Like their 5 on a scale of 10 is like a 7 or an 8 from other people, if not more. Like these people make their shit so spicy. But like if I remember right, if you try to order from DoorDash, you can only like order like not spicy, kind of spicy, and very spicy. They don't let you do the scale of 10. You know? And so if you order medium spicy, you get like a 2 or a 3. But if you order the very spicy, you end up getting like a 10.5. So, you know, it's like if you have special instructions, which DoorDash will allow, you can be a bit more specific about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it can be a little frustrating.
Oh my. I'm amazed we've actually still got 7 people here.
We are being overflown by something very loud, and this time it's not a chopper. I can't tell if that's just a jet flying low or if it's something huge. But if it was flying low, it would have been passed a lot faster, I think.
Okay.
Because that sound has been going on for at least 2 minutes. And it's almost too faint to hear now. Almost. It's one of the joys of living near a military base.
Yeah, there you go.
You know? Oh, hey. This is actually good. I'm looking at the prices, and samosas are like $5 cheaper than pakora anyway.
Oh my.
So let's see. That's about, so for that, okay, so that's about $8. And where the hell's the chicken tikka masala? There it is. So wow, close to $20 before delivery. Son of a bitch. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can afford it, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm coming from a slightly different world, but I mean, to my ears, $20 for one meal sounds like a little bit.
Well, it's not a small meal. I mean, between the samosas and the garlic naan and the chicken tikka masala, and they do give you a rather large portion. And the chicken tikka masala comes with some basmati.
Ah.
And I'm seeing they've spelled dishes incorrectly on their menu. It says dishesh. Like someone put an extra H on the end of it.
Okay, so that would be dishesh rather than dinesh?
No. No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
It's dishesh, not dinesh. Don't make me come over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, like you wouldn't enjoy it at all. Trust me.
Oh,
But I've seen people now. Dinesh D'Souza's Indian, right?
Yes.
I've seen Indian people who are not as deeply unattractive as him. So, like, don't take this as a racial thing. but he's not an attractive man in any fashion.
That is true.
He looks like the Alfred E. Newman of India.
I like that.
You know. But,
Agfu.
Anyway, I think I'm going to get food. I never had breakfast, so I think I'm going to get food. Although, I would have to dislodge the kitten to well, he'll probably leave on his own by the time it's ready to get here, but I am not dressed to receive, so I may have to, you know, like, dislodge him my own darn self deliberately.
Okay, yeah, to don some suitable coverings.
Well, that and make my hair not look like a koosh ball.
But that's so cute.
No, it's not. See, I'm really tempted to try korma, except it has fucking raisins in it.
Okay, no raisins for the Kate.
Raisins are fucking zombie grapes. They're evil. But what was the one I had? I had vindaloo not too long ago. Actually, it was quite a while ago. It was almost a year ago. But I've been curious about vindaloo ever since watching Red Dwarf, because Lister is always eating vindaloo.
Okay then.
And so I got curious, and to be honest, it wasn't bad, but I could have done without the potatoes. They just didn't seem to work with the rest of the dish.
Considering that potatoes come from halfway around the world from the rest of it, yeah.
Well, I don't even mean that. I mean, just eating it they seemed out of place in the dish.
Uh-huh.
You know, like imagine if someone were to make spaghetti with marinara sauce, and then for some reason they put dried banana slices in it. It's just like, what the hell are you doing? These two tastes do not go together. You know?
Yeah, kind of what I was after. You know, it's
But it's not a location thing. It even could be something they have in Italy. But, you know, it's like imagine putting orange juice on your Lucky Charms. You know, it's that kind of this doesn't work together.
So it's not two great tastes that taste great together, huh?
Well, it's not even necessarily the taste. The taste was fine. It was the sudden change in texture that got to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like potatoes, in my never humble opinion, are really only good if they're either really fucking crispy or if they're drowned in gravy. Because I find them so heavy, so mealy, so, I don't know, like just potatoes. It's like trying to eat a foam mattress.
Ooh, yum!
Like it's just that the texture is so overwhelming. It feels like the diet equivalent of how I feel after trying to jog a mile.
Okay then.
It doesn't work for me. Potatoes need to be like you know, shoestring fries, hash browns, potato skins. Just any bit of a potato that gets crispy is what it should be. The filling is ugh.
Okay then.
Or, as I said, like mashed potatoes drowned in gravy. Kind of the way I have to put so much sugar and cream in coffee for it to be edible.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I would drown grits in gravy before I would drown potatoes in gravy, but that's just me.
Well, in my entire life, I've never had grits. You know what grits looks like? Is like a savory version of tapioca.
Yeah, okay, it does look that way. Yeah. Or as George Carlin once said, what's this white stuff? Hey, them's grits! They're moving, man.
Well, I still remember my cousin Vinny, where he's like picking at the grits they gave him, and he's like, what is this? And the chef goes, "You never heard of grits before?" He goes, "I heard of grits. I just never seen a grit before."
That was
And that's
interesting.
kind of the way I feel about that, is I've never seen a grit before.
It's corn, actually.
Okay.
But what's really fun is you separate the kernels of the corn, you dry them out, soak them in a lye, in a sodium hydroxide, until they turn all white, and then you grind them, and that's grits.
Thought lye was like poisonous.
Yeah, rather poisonous, definitely.
So after they do the thing with the lye, they had better wash them off pretty thoroughly.
Very thoroughly. Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless no, nerdy. Americans are not addicted to grits. The South is addicted to grits.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like, it's so weird to me how people's visions of America, if they don't live here, is pretty much just the South. And it's like, you realize that at least half of us are ashamed of them too, right? I mean, that's the thing, is like, we get judged by the Republicans so much. And I'm like, no. They're not the United States. They are not representative of this country. We're not all a bunch of toothless hillbillies with banjos. It's just, I hate being judged by them.
Okay, Nerdy has decided that the South equals all Americans. I will tell you, though, that the South has been creeping further and further north as time goes on.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, for all intents and purposes, Ohio is now south of the Mason-Dixon line. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, yes and no. There are some, like, attitudes, sure, but the music hasn't reached there as much. Like, I don't think if you go to Ohio, you're going to hear...
Yeah, not quite as much, no.
Boy, you got a purty mouth. Like, I don't think you're going to hear that in Ohio. But then again, I bet there's a bunch of Southerners right now who are saying, don't judge us by them. So, I mean, the worst stereotype seems to be how people are portrayed, and I'm sure a lot of folks hate it, like I do.
Yeah, Greg says he's got a tooth.
Got a what now?
Greg has a tooth.
Okay.
Unlike the hillbillies with the banjos.
Yeah, the lag is kind of getting in the way here, isn't it?
Moo. Nerdy grew up on the Beverly Hillbillies in American horror films. Oh my word.
You know, to this day, I have never seen the Beverly Hillbillies. Not even one episode.
Oh, God, you talk about stereotyping.
Oof. Maybe it's just me, but I'm thinking Amazon should not be selling pop sockets that say Cracker Lives Matter.
Okay.
I wish I was kidding. See, look at that right there.
Oh my! For those of you who unfortunately are not able to see because my screens are messed up, yeah, it's now. What is this pop socket? What is a pop socket all about? For those of us who
It's this.
oh! So you attach it to the back of your tablet and you use it to hold your tablet. You put it between your fingers and hold it that way. I got you now. Got you there.
Yeah.
And they say Cracker Lives Matter. Oh, yay. Okay.
I know, right? I mean, how do you justify that? I mean, I guess like Amazon probably rationalizes it to themselves. Hey, it's a market. We don't care. But still.
Oh.
I actually had a custom one made, and it says Bionic Dance on it.
Oh, that's a good thing to say.
Yeah.
Certainly better than Cracker Lives Matter.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there are plenty that say things like Black Lives Matter and equality and power to the people, but still. And there's a strange number of them that look like gear shifts and speedometers and odometers.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway. Hello, Xander. Don't you dare do the... Okay, when Xander, is relaxing on my lap, he has this tendency to reach up with one paw, put the claws out, and grab onto whatever I'm wearing, which at the moment is a sports bra. And he could easily nail nipple if he doesn't aim properly, and now he's licking my stomach. Stop that, you. But he almost stuck the paw up there, and I was like, don't you dare. Oh, my little sneezy kitty, what was that about? Anyway, I really am going to go this time. I need food, lots and lots of food, healthy, tasty food.
Food, glorious food. Don't give a shit what it looks like.
Sorry, Xander did this time try to attach the paw. Anyway, catch you like the plague, have fun, don't get horribly burned alive by any monsters or anything.
Okay, hope see you Tuesday, hopefully, and then we'll get this thing working correctly on Tuesday. Yay!
Indeedy do.
Yay! Okay, hon. Oh, look at that. So this is interesting here. That came back. Let's have a look at this over here. That's not going anywhere yet. Okay, so that's doing strange things to strange things. And yeah, there you go. For a minute there, I thought that everything was coming back when Kate took off, but no, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm really sorry about having lost the video on this thing. Yeah, what I'm finding out, little bit by little bit, it seems to be bandwidth. And I'm going to have to figure out how to take care of that because if it is bandwidth, it's likely to happen no matter what platform I use. And we don't want that happening. So we've got some work to do, and we'll just... Well, okay, Nerdy. Yeah, I'm looking over there, and Nerdy says, I was trying to figure out why Hacker Lives Matter was so particularly bad. I come from an era where hackers and crackers were not identical. Hackers were the good guys and crackers were the bad guys. because the cracker would crack the codes or the what else am I looking for? The security or whatever that goes to get into things they weren't supposed to get into. Whereas somebody like me, I would hack on a particular program to add a feature or to modify it in some other nice way. But that's something that goes way, 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 way back into the 80s, into the old Unix hackers. But okay, yeah. What I think I'll do then is I'm going to say that I want to thank everybody who's here, and I want to thank everybody who's not here. And I want to take care of some things and hopefully get it working a little better. I think I know what happened. Yeah, it's a matter of who's got control of the camera, or the cameras. Because, yeah, both cameras do not work under all of my scene collections here. Right, Greg. Yeah. I'm a hacker. I haven't done any hacking in a while, but hacking is fun. Definitely. You get things to do things that they never did before, and sometimes, yeah, you never know. Actually, Greg, I think it's more a problem with the cameras where when I came back into Google Meet, because what I'm seeing in the top bar here, it appears that I have 2 copies of OBS running, but I cannot isolate them. So yeah, we're gonna just take care of everything and go from there. But really, I want to thank everybody for putting up with my stuff here. You know, it's amazing. It amazes me every time that you guys still are interested in this stuff. Well, yeah, I know you're coming for Kate. But okay, and yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday, and with any degree of luck, we'll have everything running again. And hey, thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.